It's time to take a look at the Mgp Slim Station. Now what is this, you might be wondering? Well, according to the box, it's a gift which you can hang from the rear view mirror of your car, it's a TV game, it's a flashlight, and it's a laser. Well, I'll tell you one thing, it doesn't have a laser on it. But you notice there, the flashlight's got a tiny little check on it. That means flashlight only. But we can still use it as a rear view mirror gift. On the back of the machine we've got some bit of information here. Apparently it functions as a laser pointer, a car gift, a flashlight and a TV game. Only one AAA battery supplied. Well, that was a load of rubbish because there was no battery in this. Included in the gift box, well, we've got the game console, manual and AV cable. That is true. Product color: red, blue, white, green, black or orange. I'm guessing this is the blue one. And we've got some other stuff there which I probably stole from somewhere else. So let's take a look at the actual contents of the box. Well, first of all, we can see that this looks more like Sonic the Hedgehog's head than anything else. It's packed fairly well, but I noticed there should be something in here which mine didn't come with. I'm guessing it's some sort of landline cable or whatever which can connect onto there. So what else do we get in the box? Well, we get the AV cable which is needed to connect this up to the TV, and the manual. And the manual itself is in very good English. So pause the video if you'd like to see that. And here is the other side of it too. Let's get it in focus. Yeah. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the actual console. Well, as you can see, it's got a couple of face buttons. We've got an A and B and a T button here. Now the T button is probably some sort of menu select button. We got a start and we got a digital controller which is like a little mini joystick. Feels rather nice actually. On the top of the machine we've got the power switch, the reset button and the TV out. And on the front we have the little flashlight. So if there's power on the machine, we can see a little red LED appears there, just about to see that. Now if we push forward on the joystick, we get the LED light. Isn't that lovely? Let's see if it lights up my hand. Yeah, kinda does. And that's all there really is to say about this. So let's connect up to the TV and see what it's like in action. So upon switching on the machine we get this menu, and as usual you can choose between English or Chinese. So we'll go with English. That takes us into this new menu where we can select one of 89 different games. So let's start off with a little bit of Mario. Now if you're wondering why this has got scan lines on the picture, well that's because I was running it through the FrameMeister. But even through the FrameMeister you can see that this has the typical crappy NES composite out video quality. Another favourite one to try is Contra. And yes, this machine does have many different hacks of Contra on it. Also along with many different hacks of Super Adventure Island. So those 89 promised games seem to be a bit of a lie. But what's new when it comes to these Chinese multi-game cartridge things? Nice bit of Galactic skin on there as well. And you can't have a clone without a little bit of Spartan X, better known as Kung Fu Master. And what surprised me, that Gradius was also on this machine as well. Unfortunately, for some reason when I was capturing the footage for this game, the capture card decided not to capture the audio properly. Probably due to me resetting the machine all the time without actually stopping the capture. And if you're interested in knowing what games are on this machine, well, here's the list of all the games. Pause the video if you'd like to take a look through them. So what do I think of the MGP? Well, to be honest, let's start off with saying it's only $7 shipped. And for $7 shipped, you can't get a lot these days, let alone a games console. The build quality is fairly good. Unfortunately though, I couldn't seem to get diagonals to work very often on this weird joystick thing here. And the A and B buttons are above each other, which kind of makes it a little bit awkward to play some games. And this T button ended up being a turbo for the B button, no turbo for A. Oh well, never mind. One good thing about this unit though is many of these units that have the phono style TV out usually have very poor picture quality that keeps going on and off. Well, this unit certainly doesn't have the most clear off picture quality, but it didn't go off. I was moving this all over the place and not once did I lose the TV signal, so that's a pretty good point. The games themselves, well, there should be about 85, 87 games on here, but a lot of them are repeated or just start you off on a different level or are hacks of the same game. So in total, there's probably only about 35 to 40 games on here, which are individual new titles. The quality of those games is not bad. You got your Marios, you got Donkey Kong 1, 2 and 3 on there, you got Contra, Gradius, bit of Galaxica, and a few other favourites. Can you save state on this? No, you can't. Does it have Zelda on it? No, it doesn't. It doesn't have any battery backup games on it at all, so please don't ask. So it all boils down to, what do you want? Do you want a cheap and cheerful little machine that you can just throw in your bag and take down to your friend's house? Well, if the answer is yes, and you're on a very limited budget, well, you can't really go too wrong with this thing here. It definitely is not junk, and it works fairly well. As for the sound quality of the NES emulation, well, I'm not the best person to judge, so let me know in the comments what you think of it.